division. Your referee in charge of the action once again is Herb Dean. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist standing 5 feet 7 inches tall. Official weight 135 1/2 pounds. As a young professional, he brings a perfect record into the cage, 4 victories and no defeats. Fighting out of Soledad, California, here is the undefeated Drew Little Bit Bittner.
Playoff clearly hasn't affected his status with the crowd.
Cage, fighting out of the red corner. His style, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and boxing. At 5 feet 6 inches tall, he weighed in 136 pounds even. As a professional, his record stands 7 victories and 2 defeats. He fights out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Here is the useless Ulysses Gomez.
Bantamweight's in the cage as Gomez will take on Bittner. The third man in the cage is Herb Dean. About to get underway here with our 4th fight of the night. Bittner in the white trunks with yellow trim, Gomez in the white trunks with gray trim. We'll see how long Bittner goes for a takedown. It's not very long at all. He gets a right hand and then follows it up with a shot. Gomez gets the half guard here, and he's also looking like he's got a guillotine framed up, Phil. That arm is in, though.
Yeah, he's very good on the ground. He's very good on the ground and, dangerous from all positions.
We talk about fighters going for guillotines, Jordan, and getting them with the arm in. Do you have to have full guard to finish that choke, though, with the arm in?
You definitely don't. Uriah Faber, someone who showed us that if you have proper technique, it's something you can absolutely accomplish. And Ulysses Gomez isn't going to be able to do it here, though, as Drew Bittner escapes and pushes him into the turnbuckle pad.
You see Gomez still framing up something there. He might try to use his position to stand up.
He's trying to lock his hands, it looks like.
Bittner staying on top of him here, going to try to suck him out from the cage.
And Ulysses Gomez might be going for a ride.
Yeah, right there with the hands locked against the cage. I mean, it's really hard to stop a takedown. It's not impossible.
We'll see Gomez maybe go for a go-go plata here.
And the go-go plata is in fact applied.
Wow. See if he can finish this. Not a common move in mixed martial arts, but it has finished fights in the past.
Ulysses Gomez has felt more comfortable with his grappling recently. He's got to hook up with Sim Go and put in a lot of hard training. Sim Go, a fantastic grappler out in Las Vegas, and Ulysses Gomez felt like his grappling was getting extra sharp again because of the work he was putting in with Sim Go.
He's still going for it, not in as much as he would like it. It's out now. Bittner tries to follow up with the right hand. Some good ground action here early.
Bittner did a good job because even though Gomez was able to clear his leg, he didn't let him have full control over his head, and he didn't let him get the other leg up to completely pillory him and seal him inside the go-go.
We'll see Bittner walk Gomez towards the cage, try to shut down that offense on the floor. With Ulysses Gomez on his back, you always have to worry about the offensive attack.
He's dangerous. I mean, he's throwing up some guillotine attempts. He's throwing up the go-go plata. He's dangerous. Watch Umoplata. I remember training back in the day, 10 years ago, to go to Umoplata. Watch Umoplata for the sweep.
Omoplata, not something that usually finishes a fight, but you mentioned it, sweep. You get that omoplata, and a lot of times, more often than not, you get to a more advantageous position if you get that submission in.
You can tell it's hard for Bittner now, too. He doesn't really quite know what he wants to do on top because of how aggressive Ulysses Gomez's guard play has been.
Gomez with the elbow off of his back there.
Looking to take his back.
And try to get a sweep there, and Gomez not able to. Bittner really keeping his hips good, well aware of Gomez's offensive attack early. We'll see how that goes on later in the bout.
Problem for Bittner is every time he tries something, Ulysses Gomez either throws up a quality submission attempt or nearly sweeps him.
Very hard to deal with the game of Ulysses Gomez.
Yeah, but he's on top, and it never looks good with the judges. He's on top, and he's
short little right hand there by Drew Bittner. 2 minutes remaining in the first round here of the Bittner-Gomez fight here at Tachi Palace Fights number 10.
Bittner's trying to stuff him up against the fence.
And Gomez's ground attack might almost work to his detriment a little bit. Phil says it doesn't look good if another guy's on top of you. Gomez is doing enough to cause Herb Dean not to stand there.
Yes, we've seen this in the past. Guys who are aggressive off their back and end up tiring themselves out. They're generating legitimate offense, but judges simply don't reward it, so they end up wasting their energy.
Right, and they don't stand the fight up. They won't stand the fight up. Guy stays on top, getting out of submissions and giving the round. I mean, I'm not sure I agree with it, but that's a trend.
Gomez, I think, is the more effective fighter. He is throwing strikes from his back, constantly going for things, but it's still hard in mixed martial arts to win a decision off your back. Herb Dean will stand these guys up. I think he stood it up when Gomez was more offensive than he's been with strikes the entire fight.
Yeah, Ulysses Gomez might have actually wanted to stay there. The fight was on the ground.
I think so. Usually don't want to get on top, or at least be on the ground.
Gomez goes for a takedown. Bittner stuffs it at first. Now Gomez still trying to get deep on a single. Bittner does have a guillotine framed up here. Let's see if he can finish this. This would be very impressive if he's able to finish Ulysses Gomez. Gomez goes to his back here, though.
Bails.
Smart
Good job in bailing.
Smart move by Ulysses Gomez to stay out of that, because that looked like there was definitely some pressure applied to Ulysses Gomez.
Absolutely.
Definitely tight. But that will definitely win Bittner the round.
Gomez still trying to go with these short slicing elbows. We've seen guys do that in the past. Kenny Florian, very good with elbows off his back. His slicing angle on those elbows, Phil, trying to get a cut.
Jeremy Horn's the one that started that back in the day, WCF days.
20 seconds.
The final moments of this opening round between Ulysses Gomez and Drew Bittner. Bittner with a right hand there.
Usually threatening with submissions, you know. He's threatening with submissions, but unless you get him, you're losing a round.
Gomez almost had a triangle position there towards the end of the round. A tough round, I think, to score a little bit. Gomez was very active off his back. Bittner had his moments and shots on top. How do you score the first round, Jordan?
Me personally, I would give it to Ulysses Gomez. The meaningful offense of the round belonged to him. He had better submission attempts. He had quality submission attempts. And even when he was taken down, he was able to strike from his back. Bittner for most of the fight, or most of the round when he was on top, he was playing defensive. He was keeping his hips down, simply trying to break Gomez's posture.
Looking at the replay here, this is Gomez trying to get that guillotine early. The arm was in, never really got a full guard. Bittner was able to stave off the submission attempt. We mentioned, I agree with Jordan, Phil, that I think Ulysses Gomez should be awarded this first round, but we talk about the judging in mixed martial arts. Very hard to win a fight off your back.
Yeah, he went for the submissions. I mean, he had the most offense from a defensive position in a way, but I agree, but I don't see him giving it to him.
It's a dismaying time when we sit in the commentary booth and talk about how a fighter won a round, and we have a learned helplessness that the judges won't agree with us.
Well, they give it to the guy in the top position. I mean, that's
second round underway. Gomez versus Bittner. Bittner comes out with the lead kick to the lead leg of Gomez, and Gomez fires one back himself.
nice low kick.
Bittner tried to go for a takedown off the kick of Gomez, but was just a little bit late, and now Gomez able to sprawl out, get on top, land some knees to the body of Drew Bittner.
It's hard to hit a knee tap from about 20 feet away.
We'll see if Bittner's able to get back to his feet, and he does. Now he's going to push.
Yeah, he's just a bigger fighter. You see him just force him. Gomez doing a good job getting double underhooks. Nice job securing the takedown.
Very nice by Gomez to get on top here and see if he can secure the position, try to rain down some offense of his own here in this middle frame.
Gomez is going to have to weigh a ton and show some technique here. As Phil mentioned, when they got in the dogfight position there, Bittner schoolyard shoved him and used it to get back to his feet. Gomez is going to have to stay on top and really be technical and methodical in his attack here.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to horse him. Bittner's just horsing him. He's going to have to really be technical, really distribute his weight.
And he's doing it as he passes almost him out.
When you fight a guy with a good wrestling base, how do you do it? What position would you like to be? Because some people say Mount's good. Oh, look at this. This has got his back. Bittner's going to try to get out of this. Wow, this is very impressive. Bittner can get out of this.
Looks like it chokes in.
And Bittner,
it's done. It's done.
Drew Bittner rolled into the fence. That'll seal the deal. A competent grappler on your back. You want to have real estate. He gave away his real estate. Ulysses Gomez, the landlord, getting the rear naked choke.
Very, very nice. Ulysses Gomez getting on top of the wrestler and securing that position and not letting it go. You really mentioned the position there. Drew Bittner sort of sealed his fate when he rolled into the cage.
Yeah, he gave up half. He allowed the pass really easily. He didn't try to turn away from the fence. The way he was laying along the fence, Gomez had all the ability to pass guard, and once he got there, he was trapped.
Here it is. You have Ulysses Gomez here in a half guard on top. He gets a tiny little opening here, and he just sinks it in.
Nice, real nice. He snuck that in real good. I think the credit should go on the takedown. He changed it up. He didn't do well. He lost the round in the first round on the bottom, and he went out there with a new game plan: get on top some way, figure out to get a takedown, and change it. A lot of guys they lose the fight in the same position, three rounds. He went for something, he got it. That's what caused the win.
And a bit of a UFC 1 throwback. We talk about how today it's about athletes. We talked about that with Musa Tolliver earlier. Here's a fight where technique triumphed. Ulysses Gomez had strategy and technique, and as soon as he put it into play, he was able to finish it in impressive fashion.
Useless.
But Useless, real quick though, Useless isn't, you know, his brother's a professional soccer player. Useless is an athlete. He was a smaller athlete in this fight, but he is an athlete.
Ulysses Gomez victorious in the second round via submission. Let's go to Joe Martinez and get the official time.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes 1 minute, 21 seconds. Round number 2, submission by rear naked choke for your winner, Useless Ulysses Gomez!
The fight to